Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, Entertainment? So time coming to y'all with another video. Patreon is going to see this first. Okay, we're doing the Hollywood Hot Topics. You already know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think down below. Okay, so Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion is filming as of Thursday, June 25th. And they released the seating chart. And if we could see from the seating chart, K. Michelle, y'all, has graced us with the first seat for her first reunion. Now, this is a big feat. A lot of the greats have done this. No shade, okay? You're only a great if you come on a Real Housewives franchise as a newbie and you're in the first seat. That is a hard feat. It's not something that's easy. It's not something that's given to a lot of the girls. Notably, one person who's done that is Kenya. No shade, okay? I'll miss Kenya. She was one of the, I believe one of the first girls on Atlanta Housewives, if I'm not mistaken. That was a newbie that had the first seat, if I'm not mistaken, on Atlanta, at least. She was one of the first newbies that got the first seat on her first season, right? So on the left, we have Portia, Angela, Drew, and then Phaedra. And then on the right, we have K. Michelle, Kelly, Shamea, and then Pinky. I'm not mad at this, okay? I'm not mad at this at all. I'm glad, Phaedra, they put you at the end, girl, because you know you ain't do nothing the whole season, okay? She ain't do nothing the whole season. Sorry. Pinky, I'm surprised is that further down because Pinky, I feel like has a lot of stuff to answer to, especially when it comes to her finances. In my opinion, what I would have done is had Shamea in the second seat. This is just my opinion. Shamea in the second seat next to K. Michelle. And then I would have had Pinky next to Shamea in the third seat and had Kelly at the end. And the reason why I say this is because I feel like Shamea's storyline and her conflict with the girls trumps a lot more as to what Kelly did the whole season. And another thing too is, if we're gonna be honest, Kelly's storyline compared to some of the other girls was not as big and significant as, you know, some of the other girls. So I feel like that to me deserved her being at the end of the couch. Now, the reason why I feel like this ended up happening and the seating chart was the way it was is because apparently Shamea and K. Michelle are not seeing 100% eye to eye because of that whole situation with the Kandi thing and Kandi being brought up on the season. So it kind of makes sense why they set it out this way, but I'm happy with it, okay? I just know Portia was somewhere these few weeks because y'all notice Portia's been notably quiet. She has been preparing reads for a lot of you girls. So Kelly, you beware. K. Michelle, you beware. Shamea, oh Lord, take over. Because girl, I don't think you understand the heat that is coming for you. Apparently, Shamea, y'all said Angela cease and desist. If you guys don't know, Angela recently went on the recent episodes, and basically said that Shamea has dated or slept with Atlanta Falcon players. Okay?
Pretty much send a cease and desist. Because unless you're going to come forward with the actual names so we can talk about it, you just it in. I don't want to go into the details of it, but I've been forced to, like, you know, really pretty much send a cease and desist. Because unless you're going to come forward with the actual names so we can talk about it, you just it in. I don't want to go into the details of it, but I've been forced to, like, you know, really pretty much send a cease and desist. Because unless you're going to come forward with the actual names so we can talk about it, you just it in. I don't want to go into the details of it, but I've been forced to, like, you know, really pretty much send a cease and desist.
I'm not surprised at this. If y'all don't know, this is a common Housewives practice. Some of the girls be doing this. They'll give a cease and desist so that way people will not say certain things and they will be kind of stopped from going into detail about certain stuff. The reason why I'm not mad at this is because if it's not true, right? A lot of y'all need to take bias when it comes to these reality shows. Like, I'm the type of person, I can take bias out of something. Y'all know it's been some reality people that has come for me personally, and I still take bias out of it. Only because I like to watch it as a viewer and don't put too much personal feelings into it. If this were anybody else, y'all would be saying, yes, good. Because it's Shamea, a lot of y'all say no. If this is not true, right? Why is it wrong with her stopping her legally to talk about something that's not true, especially if it's affecting her income. That's why I feel like she's not wrong for this, because I would have did the same thing, no shade. The moment you start affecting my coin, girl, it's your head. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long I've known you. You don't touch or affect my coin, because then I'm going to have to like go and get and take it there. So I understand Shamea 100%. And I feel like, Angela, you better have some receipts when it comes to stuff like this. It just cannot be word of mouth. I'm talking about you would have to see text messages, and you would have to have a player themselves saying this out of their own mouth that, hey, I slept with such and such. Not just word of mouth, not just a key that you done heard. I'm talking about like exact framing of knowing what went down. Now let's talk predictions for the reunion. I feel like K. Michelle's gonna cry. Let's keep it back. She is going to be in a tears, a puddle of tears, and we're gonna be honest. I think Kelly and Portia are going to go at it in the nastiest way. I think Kelly is going to cuss out Portia a few times, and Portia will return the favor back. Because those two, her and Drew, I feel like they'll have some of the nastiest reads to each other. Drew and Kelly and Portia. Because of the whole married man situation, I think it's going to get real nasty. Okay? I think Shamea will have a lot of words to say to Angela because of the suit, and then also a lot to say to Portia because of the mama situation. I feel like some physical might go down. And the thing that I feel like that might go physical is between K. Michelle and Portia. Because Portia ain't no punk. We all know this. Hello? K. Michelle, she's all mouth. I love K. Michelle, but she is all mouth. You ain't finna bust the grape in no food fight. Let's keep it back. Okay, you never been that girl. Don't start acting like it now just because you're in a new environment. So I do feel like it may get physical. And it may get physical between either Portia and K. Michelle. Y'all know I manifest things. That's what I do. It's either going to get physical between K. Michelle and Portia and or Angela or Shamea. That's how I see it. I feel like Shamea at this point is fed up. She has kind of been beaten down a little bit by a lot of the press and the fandom. So I think she's at her wit's end. And if Angela says the wrong thing, I think it may tick her off and make her explode. That's just my predictions for the reunion. Pinky, you got a lot of explaining to do. Because I want to know what's really going on in her finances. Because I'd be thinking, okay, she's smart. She's trying to finagle when it comes to, the government. Because, the white people do it. But then when we do it, it's a problem, right? I'm thinking, But then I see a new report that I'm like, does she not know how to do money or work money? Like, I don't know. So I want her to answer that. I want Phaedra to answer as to why she's not opening up her life enough. Can we do that? Every woman on this cast, say what you want if you like them or not. Open up their lives, except for Phaedra. We don't know what Phaedra's up to. We don't care to see Mr. President and Aiden. We done seen him a million and one times. Who are you really dating besides that young guy that you bring around? Because we all know it's not just him. You know what I'm saying? What's going on between you and Apollo? How's your co-parenting going on? Does he not want to be on the show? Is that why he's not filming? We need to know these things. And I feel like we haven't gotten those answers. Phaedra to me has been like the biggest filler for 2 seasons straight. And like, it's either she's going to show up or get out. No shade. Because to me, I feel like Phaedra's most entertaining in conflict. Besides that, I don't find her funny. It's certain things she may say that may give me a key here and there. But like, it's in conflict that we get Phaedra at her peak. So there's that. Cynthia does join later on and boop, kicks half of the girls off of the top center of the chairs and is second seat next to Portia. Okay. See, Shamea, yeah, all that stuff you can say about Cynthia, but let me tell you something. Bravo has their favorites. You could tell when Mr. Andy, Papa Andy has his favorites. Andy loves him, Cynthia. I don't care what nobody say. He loves Cynthia. He loves Cynthia. He loves Portia. So you're never going to win that fight, babe. You might just leave that one alone, girl. If Andy had to pick to give a peach next season, he going to give it to Cynthia. He not going to give it to you, even though it's not up to him, but I'm just saying, just to give like an example, he's going to pick Cynthia. It's never going to be you. Okay? Let me know what y'all think about the seating chart. Do you guys agree with it? Once again, I agree with it for the most part, for sure. Those changes I stated earlier were the only changes I would have made. to make it like even better.